much they've been searching since they burst onto the scene about a year ago now. Plus, it's been such a long time since they've been right at the top of Europe, but they're going to have to do some defending straight away. Rise gets an early goal for Moist.
Kicking it off from that left wall and absolutely toe-punting it in, making contact with Extra. You can pinch it towards that far post and just trying to continue unreal record out of the last 7 times that they have played, including going back to that Queso roster. It is BDS on top in 6 of those series.
Monkey Moon, though, using that 0.0 analog stick there. Look at that, just to force the angle around the outside. I think any other player tries to boom that one, maybe into the top right corner.
Tried that pre-jump.
I love another lovely demo there from Rise to get past Seiko, and then Monkey Moon is up. He's missed it. Vatira into the side corner, gets Moist their first game.
8 minutes and 20 seconds for a winner to emerge, and Vatira is the man to do so. Just striking across that net to get the goal. And that's Moist. This is Seiko with the first one in this grand final. For any people who are only joining us and then get in the way of that 50, but with Rise in the sky, he goes up for the double. Extra is not able to make contact, and Rise opening on Aquadome.
Extra never looked comfortable here. The angle that he had was not a nice one. He was turning in, he was turning out, he was trying to time his jump. Rise just completely ignored him.
Not much pressure on them now until Vatira throwing their body at the ball as often as they can is the MO, and sometimes it's gonna backfire.
We'll have to wait and see. Was this just a mechanical mistake, or was there some reason that this ball was missed? I think Joyo was just too far up, tried to make up for it, or maybe even put Seiko off and couldn't do it. Seiko makes the decision is win a regional under the Moist branding. How they would love to do it right here, right now, and avoid a bracket reset. Seiko 2 up, they'll manage it, and they've done so.
That was a lot quicker than 3 minutes 20. Vatira goes high as he like, as quick as he can, and Monkey Moon, he thought he could outspeed him. Typically, he can. Seiko was further up, and I like that Vatira is using the golden explosion. That's Seiko.
It is now, you know, they've got a fully French comms now. Seiko's part of it. They feel invincible. Not taking the timeout is not necessarily a bad decision because they can adjust so quickly.
I thought Seiko lost the opportunity here to get that shot because Rise misses on the backboard. But with Extra dropping it low instead of shooting, that allows Seiko to move in. And that is terrifying. And yet Vatira, I think the second or third time that he has done it with absolute immaculate positioning.
Oh, that's immaculate too, though. Seiko with a massive finish, and it's 2-0 BDS.
Returning the cowboy finger guns to the back of Vatira. Seiko shooting near post and catching him completely off guard. We identified earlier was taking it to the ground, was trying to go for those dribbles out of defense instead. Rise, opportunity there. Vatira catching it incredibly softly, actually helped out by the defender.
What a read, what a dunk, what a goal. Extra was beaten by Rise. Seiko got a touch on it, but Vatira just knew exactly what Seiko was trying, and so impressive not to be put
Monkey is able to outspeed him this time, but Joyo into the corner, pass opportunity, shot opportunity secured.
That is so quick and so speedy. Look at this perfect touch right here. Joyo gets one and then fakes the second one. I think BDS expected that he'd get it. I am slightly annoyed that they scored it too. BDS has certainly lost their advantage that they had earlier. They had all the boost and all the chances. Moist did so well not to die, and then the unexpected floor pinch from Vatira does put them 3 up.
The overtime overlords do it again. Vatira on the right sends it low, and Extra didn't realize that that was the play. But it's rained down the pitch, and a timeout confirmed for BDS as we find ourselves
still though getting the block. The 1v1 game from Moist has been just flawless from them. Joyo's going to put this one to the corner, and it's going to be a lead for Moist.
Joyo yet again continuing the trend of that Moist dominance. Sees that Monkey Moon is demoed. He just has to rip
number 4 in it, and they are so close to their 4th game and their first event, but suddenly Extra flips it on his head, and it's 1-1.
It's going to be an overtime no matter what we build up during regulation. A mistouch from Joyo sees Extra's aggression paying off, bringing it back off the
touch, and his clearance are a little bit loose, but he makes something good from it. Now he goes again, gets bumped away. Can Monkey Moon put it away? Yes, he can. What speed from Monkey?
Oh, that is nasty. Seiko diving down the middle. Monkey Moon on that right wing just has to tap it past being in the blind spot of Joyo.
So close to getting involved. Moist will have so many more chances, but you know, every time you lose a game, you start to question things a little bit more. He's still up though. Seiko wants to kill this ball more than anything, and he's going to manage it. The drop shot skills are on point. Team BDS get themselves a game.
Our first grand final in spring in Europe, where both teams have got themselves a game.
Even hotter. BDS starting to get a little bit hot themselves. Extra to get the dunk in. But able to do it. Vatira's touch, though, is loose and aimless, and Seiko is on it so fast.
Taking full advantage of that loose touch from Vatira. He doesn't land properly. He doesn't quite get his footing.
Monkey Moon wants to readjust the car in the sky to get a touch on it. Seiko, a very old-fashioned double tap. Is this Season 5? It doesn't matter. It's 2-0 BDS.
It was Monkey Moon playing Ultimate Disruptor in net, forces Joyo to go up, then backflips into him to give him a terrible time of trying to save that.
And then into it as well on a wave dash to get himself some power. Brilliant play from Monkey Moon. Team BDS, their tails are so up, but one Moist Goal can change that, and there is that Moist Goal. It's Joyo.
Down the other end, Sam clears his way on Wasteland, and it makes way for Joyo. Getting that touch low, it bounces beneath Monkey Moon.
A huge bump comes in. I think it was Monkey Moon who is, certainly you identified it earlier, Stumpy, playing Disruptor, and it's doing so much good that when the ball falls to him, there's nobody around him.
Extra was bumped here, but look at him just hold his position. He just breaks, slows down, then goes quick again, gets it over the top of Rise, and Vatira is suddenly shook. He does not know how...
That 2-goal deficit. Moist will have to start to rush. They'll become stretched, and Team BDS, you know, they prey on that all day long, but they can't do it. The 50-50 challenge game won by Vatira.
Pray as much as you like, because Moist had just been picking 4-leaf clovers out in the meadow before they came into this lobby.
Here ahead of Joyo, I think he can. That one's to loft its way wide. Seiko's there, and Seiko restores the 2-goal BDS lead.
Whatever Moist can do, BDS seems to be able to do it better, retaliating time and time again, landing a water down range.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be hearing that yeehaw sound in my dreams tonight. We've been seeing it so much between Vatira and Seiko, and there's Extra with a much more sophisticated goal explosion, 5-2 BDS.
I think you'll hear it in your dreams, and I think Moist are going to be hearing it in their nightmares, because Seiko running riot. Extra that time.
Around. I mean, after BDS had their tactical timeout, Moist scored the next goal. It was a really nice one, but BDS, what they had been discussing clearly in the medium term was absolutely what was needed to be changed. And now they are looking like the BDS that, as a reminder to everybody, was on a 12 or 13
that was perhaps
game. My one critique of Moist, that because they rely so much on the pop-off game, on these big mechanics, that when they start to slow down, it can be difficult for them to grind it, but they've always got those mechanics in their back pocket.
Using that 100 boost to perfection, Vatira fakes it high, goes low, and pops it over the top of Seiko, who is being 3 games for Moist, 2 for BDS, and the biggest goal difference we have seen so far, at least 4, separating them, 10 in total. And man, BDS, when they get going, that train is near unstoppable.
We had a couple of 7-2s yesterday in the same series, but I've got a feeling 7-4 has never been had in maybe an EU. Let's see. Come on, Moist, can you do it?
Nah.
No, not at all.
8-3 though?
8-3, anything for that?
Is that a term that Gregan taught me earlier, scorigami? Is apparently a term.
It's such a clever word, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's very good.
Never heard of it, but it's good though. 8-3, I wonder if that is. We'll see. BDS though, winning their second. Gigantic for them. That momentum pulling through from the timeout. Vatira leaving the lobby, going to be getting a car change going on as he's heading down, making sure they are shutting down Seiko as soon as he can. But with Monkey Moon getting some touches that I thought were going to be pretty influential in the game, Rise charges him, and that's exactly actually what they needed to be doing. No space afforded to Monkey Moon, and the 50, perfect.
No, I mean, that is a perfect 50-50 from Rise's clearance. Only goes as far as Seiko, who gets a lovely first touch and does some more stuff, and suddenly he finds himself with the ball trying to push it in. Monkey Moon, with the finish of the century, equalises for BDS.
With the outside of the foot, Monkey Moon curls it tantalizingly across that goal. Let's Rise and Vatira see it. He's almost getting the ice power up on it from Rumble. Isn't quite able to get that ball into a great position, though, until Joyo body slams it bottom right.
Suddenly Moist find themselves 1 minute and 39 seconds away from winning that all-important regional. It was actually an attempt at a bump that Seiko managed to avoid where they want to be. Joyo with the backflip. Oh, it's so close. Rise, he's going to leave it for Tira, and it does go in, and Moist have got some daylight.
Seeing that spark from Joyo has ignited Moist. Oil on top is a flame, and 3 goals for the good.
Until they came up against Joyo, Rise, and Vatira, and at the 3rd time of asking, despite that goal going in for Team BDS, Moist Esports get their first RLCS win.
Moist Oh, magnificent! And they will be your victors here today. It didn't go to 7. It was knocked out on Neo Tokyo. And there are so many fans for Rocket League Esports that must be so elated that Moist have able to do it over the top of the #1 European seed. It is something that we saw coming today, something that, was fabled. Maybe BDS, they could get that 4-0. Maybe Moist were going to be able to shut them down. Endpoint were in the conversation. We went wild in this final regional. And yet, Moist, final time of asking, they managed to get it.
We went wild, but look at them. They're chillers.